Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you are. The weather's been warming up and the sun's been out. Again, hopefully it remains out for a while, like months and stuff. Uh, I've got my hair cut and a little bit of a tan going now, so I feel like myself more or less, which is a good thing. This video is going to be called Judaism, Jesus Christ, another video on my Judaism series. Uh, I want to talk about just some of the scriptures I've been reading about Samuel, 2nd Samuel, even 1st Samuel. There was a lot of violence. Like the Old Testament, there's a lot of killing, a lot of wars or religious wars. The Sadducees thought the Messiah would be a warrior king. Maybe they did believe Isaiah 53, how the Messiah would come, but he wasn't a war. Jesus Christ wasn't a warrior king. He was non-violent. He didn't kill anything or hurt anything. He's very gentle. That represents the fruit of the Spirit: gentleness, meekness. That's what Jesus represented. So, again, I'm not Jewish. Some of you can have pride in being Jewish if you are. I don't look Jewish or I'm not Jewish. But, yeah, throughout the Old Testament, there's a lot of killing, a lot of fighting, and that was kind of what happened. Like, you had Saul, who was like this physical specimen of a man. He was like the shoulder up, the height. He had height from like the shoulder up on everyone else. Uh, yeah, Saul was a warrior king, and after he died and you had David, their houses would, or people would fight against each other. There's a lot of killing. It just seemed like, if you read about God, like he seems angry and mad the whole Old Testament. There's a lot of killing. There's a lot of like lust, like having a lot of wives and killing and money, or maybe you could throw money and power in there. But Jesus, he was non-violent. He didn't, again, he didn't kill anything. The Sadducees wanted a warrior king and thought the Messiah would be a warrior king. But yeah, Jesus, more or less, I don't want to get in a theological debate, but like he was God made flesh in a mystical, mysterious way. But he helped the oppressed of the world, and I'm not saying the world's a terrible place, but the people that the Pharisees and maybe Sadducees and religious leaders and elders, not all of them, but a lot of them, just cast to the side on the street. They didn't help them, didn't feed them, didn't look after them, didn't care for them. And Jesus, showed kind of God's love to them, the complete opposite. Like, he would feed them, he would heal them, he would get rid of their like leprosy or mental issues, or these kind of things. And again, non-violent. The God's chosen people, the Israelites or the Jews. I respect that. I'm not Jewish. I felt kind of chosen by God at a young age, like maybe like some of the prophets, like Samuel or Nathan, I think was, like some of those people at a, you kind of get called. Some people get kind of called by God, but we have you kind of, Israel wanted a king, they got a king, and they followed their king. Um, for me, I kind of see all the kings and the world leaders of the world, and I'm like, why do I want to follow these guys, or I can follow Jesus Christ? And reading about Jesus Christ, Christianity, or being a Messianic Jew, that's the world's like uh, biggest religion. Like it's spread like wildfire. When Paul and Peter preaching, uh, we, some of us, we like ourselves, or want to focus on ourselves, and some of the leaders of the world I see, like kings and dictators, like they're about themselves at least a lot of times. So for me, I kind of I wonder, and I'm just like, I read about Jesus like a few years ago, and I'm just like, I want to follow this guy. He says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. He could mean that literally, to the kingdom, or spiritually, like he doesn't kill things, and he's peaceful, and the Prince of Peace. He's all light, no darkness. He lived for the oppressed and stuff. So that's who I follow. And this Holy Week, it's been emotional. How Christ was crucified in the 3 days, being risen tomorrow. Yeah, I think, for people really into it, yeah, it's an emotional time. What he went through, crucifixion from his own people and stuff. So thank you guys.